Hello participants, I again welcome you in this MOOCs on organizational behavior. In the last session we were talking about the different leadership styles, and then we started with the different leadership theories, and we could talk about the great man's theory of leadership, and then we were talking about trait theories. So, we will continue with the trait theory, and in the trait theory in today's session we will talk about various aspects, various set of characteristics related to a major area, such as the very first one is the demographic or socio-economic traits. How we will understand? It can be understood that for an effective leadership, what kind of demographic and socio-economic trait a leader must have, and such traits are the age, education, social background and cultural background, economic background. All these factors means those who are having good economic resources, those who are well supported by the society, those who are well educated, and age is also one of the factor in being an effective leader. Second set of traits or characteristics related to leadership, if someone want to be an effective leader, is the intellectual traits. The person must have the traits like decisiveness, judgment and knowledge. The person must have knowledge related to the domain area in which he want to practice as a leader, and yes, there should be capability of decisiveness, that is capability to take decision among very complex and odd circumstances. And the next element in that is judgment. How intelligently someone is taking a judgment, what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad, all that. And the next set is task relation traits, the traits which are related to the accomplishment of organizational work or task is also the characteristics, and these are the dedication, initiative taking and determination. Means with what level of determination person is involving, and with that determination what type of initiatives have been taken, and yes, the dedication, what kind of dedication is there in that. So, this is also one of the set of traits related to the trait theory. The next set is personality trait. The leader must have certain kind of personality characteristics or traits like confidence, self confidence. What level of self confidence is there in the leader, that will certainly help the leader to effectively practice the leadership. And the next one is honesty. Honesty is also one of virtual factor. If there will not be honesty, then there will be conflict, there will be problem in the team and leadership. So, other traits are charismatic, adaptiveness, creativeness and uniqueness. These are also some of the characteristics by virtue of which a leader can be an effective leader. And according to trait theory, the primary behavioral traits or aspects are the emotional stability. What kind of emotional? Yes, there is need a person who is leading the team, he must have emotional stability. If the leader is not emotionally stable, or there are chances that the leader will outburst or very cool, not aggressive, then the leadership will not be effective. And next trait is acceptance of responsibility. Yes, the leader must be custodian, or leader must stand with the consequences of action. What is responsibility? Responsibility is owing the consequences of actions and deeds. And the best example is the SLV was launched by the team of Professor Dhawan, and it was a big failure. The press declared that it was not only dropping down of a rocket in the Bay of Bengal, it was dropping down of more than 200 crores of rupees in the Bay of Bengal, as it is narrated by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. But Professor Dhawan took the responsibility, ownership of that action or deed. That is responsibility. So, acceptance of the responsibility is also one of significant trait. And next one is competence. Yes, leader must be competent to accomplish in the domain area. And the next one is understanding challenges. It is not possible to work in any domain, in any walk of life, in any area of business, industry, organizations, work without challenges. Everywhere, daily basis, every moment there are challenges. So, leader should be well acquainted and capable to manage the challenges. That is also one of. Next is action oriented. Yes, the leader must be action oriented. Action oriented means what set of activities, what set of actions should be accomplished so that organizational goal can be attained. Yes, leader must have certain motivational skills. If a leader has motivational means people are energized, enthusiasm is created among them, they are aggressive to put their effort. That kind of skill the leader must have. And yes, the leader should be well versed with the communication skills, how things can be communicated at what time and during what kind of situations. Courage and adaptability and confident decision making are also some of the traits. The next theory is the behavioral theory. The behavioral theory is responsible for leadership quality, means what kind of behaviors, sum total of all the behaviors which can make a leader as an effective leader. So, this is the leadership theory based on the behavioral theory. And the behavioral theory of leadership was evolved in 1950s. The theory suggests that effective leadership is the result of many learned skills and activities and actions. And according to this theory, there is focus on specific behaviors. The behavioral theory advocates that certain set of behavior should be identified, and these behavior should be capable and competent to make the leader as an effective leader. And such behaviors are, according to this behavioral theory, such aspects or such behaviors are: number 1, task oriented leaders. How the task of organization can be accomplished quickly in the minimum resources, minimum effort, with the best productive and effective approach. Second aspect of behavioral theory, or we can say the style involved in that, is people oriented leaders. Yes, there will be people oriented. How people can be treated well. This world is existing, and here the human being existing, and they must exist with all their comfort, ease and addressing of their demands. So, the maximum emphasis should be on the people. In the task oriented, the leader is concerned about accomplishment of task, but in the case of people, the leader is concerned about people, what is their state, how well-being can be brought to them. And the next style in this is the indifferent leaders. Indifferent leaders means the leaders who do not pay much attention to both the task as well as to the people. They are the indifferent kind of. Next is the participative kind of leaders. This is also one of the style of behavioral leadership practice, or the behavioral theory explains the participative kind of leadership. And in that, already as it has been explained, that the leader gives opportunity to the team members to involve among all various kind of activities, so that the highest level of productivity, effectiveness and efficiency can be developed. Next is dictator kind of leadership, which we have already understood. Then the status quo, whatever is going on, that is best. We should not put much effort on that. Let the things go as routine. We should not add anything new. That kind of leadership style is a behavioristic approach style, and that is known as status quo leadership. And the next is the sound leaders. Sound leaders means the leaders who are very particular and observant about bringing the soundness among all different functions and processes of leadership. Then next is opportunistic kind of leaders. Yes, whenever there is opportunity, all the climatic conditions, the organizational environment and the ecosystem is appropriate, and now it is time to jump into the scene and accomplish and attain the organizational goal. That is opportunistic kind of leadership. Then next is country club leadership, where people come, enjoy themselves and accomplish their goals. That kind of leadership is one of the style of behavioristic theories. Next leadership theory is the contingency leadership theory. Contingency leadership theory is general theory that says there is no one singular best way of doing, structuring the organization and accomplishing its job. There might be multiple alternative ways for doing the organizational work, and this is the contingency leadership theory. According to this theory, the best leadership style will be contingent on the situation. So, contingent means in a particular challenging problematic situation, or it may not be even problematic or challenging situation. What kind of contingencies can be used to accomplish the process of leadership? That is contingency leadership theory. According to this theory, it was basically evolved or propounded in 1960s and was found on the principle that no one leadership style applies to all situations. No one leadership style. There is no such ultimate leadership style which can be observed or practiced among all different kind of situations, or in other words, whenever there will be change in the situation, the style of leadership will change depending upon the contingencies available. So, this is contingency leadership theory, and there are different theories under this, that is Fred Federer's contingency model, situational theory, path goal theory, and leadership substitutes theory, then multiple linkage model, then cognitive resource theory and normative decision making. So, these are some of the leadership theories, and among them the last one is contemporary leadership theory, and the theory considers that leadership skills are present in every individual. It is just opposite to the great one. Gradually, by going across through the different theories of leadership, we started with the great man. According to great man, only the people, those who have certain traits by birth, can be successful leaders. But then there was trait theory. Trait theory means, yes, people have certain characteristics and traits. As a result of that, they can be effective leaders. And then next was the behavior. There are certain behaviors, and the behaviors like task orientation, people orientation, indifferent attitude, participative, different kind. These are the behavioral aspect. Then contingency. According to contingency, it means the situation changes, the leadership will changes with the need of various resources, that is contingency. Now, coming to the contemporary, and in this there are different sub theories in that, that is transactional relationship, LMX theory, servant leadership theory, already authentic, already which have been explained. So, these are some of the theories, and here with this the major concepts of leadership has been explained. In the continuity, now we will talk about various contemporary issues, challenges, approaches of leadership, so that the complete gamut of leadership phenomena in organization can be understood, and not only understood, it can effectively be practiced. And for what? Really, leadership is one of significant key in attainment of organizational goal. It is leader who can took the organization to the heights, and it is leader which can bring the organization to the datum. There are number of examples, and presently one example, both the sons of Dhirubhai Ambani got wonderful business empires, but if we talk about them in the present situation, then the leadership, of course, the leadership can take up the business to the heights and can bring to the datum. So, let us try to understand the various issues and approaches and challenges in the leadership, specifically at the global level as well as both Indian level. So, traditional contemporary leaderships already we have understood, and I think we must understand the difference between traditional leadership and contemporary leadership. Traditional leaders see power as belonging to and stemming from authority. According to traditional leaders, the basic emphasis of traditional leaders was or is, they see power as belonging to the stemming from authority. Means if authority is given, the leadership will be effective, and the underpinned by hierarchy, it assesses power on longevity first and foremost. This is traditional. Now, coming to the contemporary leadership, it brings something new to table. And the past, when leaders has been practicing the traditional approach, the emphasis was on the power, and that will stem from the authority. So, how authority has been delegated or people have been empowered, that will decide the effectiveness of leadership. But in the present day, in the contemporary times, in the modern times, it is innovation and creativity practiced. The proactiveness in innovation and creativity practiced will result into the effective leadership. So, this is difference between the traditional and contemporary approach, and major point of difference are contemporary leadership is focused on leading in a way encourages creativity, innovation and out of the box. People would be given opportunity to be creative, to be innovative, and they must be capable and competent to think out of the box. They will do their things daily with new ways and means. The next point of difference is contemporary leaders typically work on empowerment of the people. It is not only they want to see people as innovative, creative. Innovativeness and creativity will come only when the leader will give opportunity to the team members so that they can practice the power, or power is delegated. And most of the time the contemporary leadership is collaborative, as I told in one of the session that practice of leadership or working of organization or attainment of organizational goal nowadays is not possible without team and collaboration. So, the contemporary leadership emphasizes on the collaborativeness, collaboration and team formation and working of team for cooperation, coordination, synchronization for productive and effective attainment of goal. Now, let us talk about different contemporary issues and challenges in the leadership. The different people have tried to understood and explain the leadership in different ways, and as a result of that, leadership has emerged from spontaneity and contingent needs to the better situations. So, how it has emerged? It has emerged as a result of various kind of contemporary issues and challenges. Contemporary issues and challenges means the challenges and the difficulties being faced by the leadership in continuing the organizational progress and attainment of goal. Or in other words, if the leaders of organization want to attain the organizational goal, want to see the progress on in the organization, in that what kind of challenges and difficulties are coming, all those challenges and difficulties will be the contemporary issues. And if we try to see the major issues and challenges, the first one is productivity management. Yes, the word productivity is very significant. Productivity means whatever resources are mobilized for the accomplishment of organizational goal, how productively or how effectively, how efficiently these have been utilized, what maximum contribution each resource of organization has made to attain the goals. And productivity is always, it should be optimum utilization of resources, neither it should be minimum nor it should be maximum. A minimum can affect the attainment of goals, as well as maximum can affect the attainment of goal, whereas if it is optimum, it can be understood with an example. One automobile car manufacturer want to manufacture a very small car, and the second one want to manufacture a high quality hybrid and a very costly car. In both the cases, there will be need of resources, and the basic objective is to manufacture the automobile, but the productivity in case of small car and the hybrid car will be different. The next is employee motivation. Yes, in the contemporary time, it is very difficult to motivate the employees. It is really difficult. Reason being, nowadays people are not much worried about their basic needs. Those who are working among organizations, they are worried about other factors, the factor of pleasure, factor of choices, factors of taste. Then how effectively the leadership can blend all these things, so that people can get attracted and motivated in the accomplishment of organization. This is really a challenge. The next challenge is employee development. Present day is the day of very fast advancement and change in technology. Consequently, whenever there is change in the technology, the skills will change, and whenever there is change in the skill, the people will become obsolete. But it is not possible to retrench the people and bring new people. Rather, there is need to develop them again. The processes of skilling, upskilling, reskilling, really it is challenge. whatever technology is being used today may be discarded tomorrow as a result of creation of new technology. And whenever there is creation of new technology, again there is need to train and develop the manpower. This is really very difficult. This is a challenge or issue. Then team formation and leading. The work environment has become very complex. The nature of organizational work has become very complex, and in such kind of complexity, it is very difficult that what kind of people should be included in the formation of team. That is also one of the challenge. The next is change management. Nowadays, people are not active in the making change. They are not pre-active in the making change, rather they are the proactive in making. They are inviting the change, and as a result of that, the business ecosystem is changing at a very fast speed, and it is difficult to manage that change. Then stakeholders management is also one of the challenge. Why? Because different stakeholders, number of times I have repeated that there are different stakeholders starting from the owner, government, customers, employees, financiers, material suppliers, community, and other various stakeholders, and everyone's interest is different. In case of owners, they are interested for the maximum revenue generation, maximization of profit and wealth, whereas in the case of customers, they need the products or services at the cheapest rate. In case of employees, they need highest possible salaries and compensation. So, these all interests are opposing, conflicting, contradicting to each other, and management of their interest, management of stakeholders interest is really a great challenge. Corruption. People want to become rich without doing anything just overnight, and this kind of streak is really very difficult to manage. So, corruption is also one of them. Next is survival and running of the business. Uncertainty, yes, because of change and technological advancement, the business environment has become completely uncertain. So, these are some of the issues, and how these issues can be managed. Yes, there are strategies. Strategies are appropriate goal setting, always set the appropriate goals, delegate the power, make the rule clarity, and strengthen the team, and with this it should be implemented at the structural level, systematic level, and interaction level. With this, it is conclusion of this session. I expect that participants might have enjoyed the learning, and we will meet in the next session with a new topic. Till then, thank you very much.